Out Scott Murray in the second row. It should have a line-out presence.
One late change to your programme as printed.
Behind the scrum, Marcus Di Rollo comes back into the centre. Hugo Southwell at fullback, and the darting presence of Mike Blair at scrum half. He's been on fine form in the championship. England, well, it's a brutal pack of forwards. It has everything you need, especially bulk and power, and Martin Corrie will lead from the front. And behind the scrum, Josh Lucy back at fullback. Ben Coing looking to nudge ahead of Jerry Cuscott. They're both on 30 tries. On the bench, Perry Freshwater for England and Nathan Hines, 18 for Scotland. Both play their rugby for Perpignan in France. Scott Murray, bang in the middle of the screen there, sent off against Wales. He's been replaced in the Scottish second row by Scott McLeod. McLeod winning his 7th cap today, but will Murray be missed? An Irish referee today, Alan Lewis. Great atmosphere here at Murrayfield. The Calcutta Cup match between Scotland and England. Chris Patterson with the kickoff. Joe Worsley with the catch.
Roll away. Stay on. Stay on.
Harry Ellis at scrum half for England. Hodgson, England looking to run already. Josh Lucy. Ben Cohen, forward pass.
Forward
well,
pass.
Adventurous by England to start with, but imprecise there. But there's going to be a real pointer coming up here, because Scotland had a lot of problems against Wales in the scrum, and they're conceding weight here.
Stay. Crouch and hold.
Julian White on the English tight head. In for Matt Stevens, who did his shoulder playing for Bath against London Irish last week. White, of course, brings more power to the set piece.
The other thing as well is, if the pitch is in fact wet, it's difficult to scrummage on. If a team gets a nudge on you, very difficult to hold it, but Scotland have done well on this scrum. That's rock solid.
Good Scotland scrum, and it's their turn to run the ball. Southwell up from fullback, tackled by Mike Tyndall. Ali Hogg plays scrum half. Adventure from Scotland. Simon Taylor crashes through midfield. Penalty awarded. England offside.
Leave it.
Well, there's a bit of a set to there. I don't know what that was about.
Move away. Move away.
Callock and Sheridan.
Everyone just calm down.
Everyone calming down, says the referee. Scotland will be calm.
Offside.
Right in front of their post. A great start for them from adventurous play, and the reward should be 3 points.
A sign of, well, that's not a sign of Scotland's new confidence. That's the old ball carrier. There's Chris Patterson lining up the first penalty. Just thinking, Brian, that Scotland's new confidence, running the ball at England.
Well, it's just what Scotland wanted, isn't it? Get the crowd, well, even more inflamed. Keep the confidence up. Make England know they're going to be in a game. Crucial kick.
Chris Patterson gets Scotland on the scoreboard. 3-0 to the home side. And if the atmosphere was good before kick-off, well, it's brewed up even more now.
Scotland's penalty was hit by number 14, Chris Patterson.
Talking yesterday to John Beattie, who believed that England had a defensive weakness out wide, and Scotland immediately trying to play down that channel.
Simon Taylor with the catch, turns away from Lewis Moody.
Roll away. Stay on.
Dan Parks, his first kick. That's good, efficient work from the restart by Scotland.
It is as well, because what you can't obviously see at home is that the wind, such as there is in England's favour this half. It's swirling around a bit,
Stay there.
but in England's favour.
Now then, the England line-out. In their last game, Italy didn't really challenge at all on the England throw. I'm sure Scotland will leap against the English jumpers. Steve Thompson takes his time.
Line out over.
Well taken by Joe Worsley. Crash goes the England midfield. Joe Worsley again, what a good second half he had in Rome. Steve Thompson.
Release!
England not putting too many forwards into the ruck. That's good Scottish defence. Well played by Julian White to keep that in play. Tyndall.
Release!
Ellis, Thompson again.
Release! 6-6! Stay on.
Patience by England. Worsley.
A bit isolated though.
Move away! Move away!
Hodgson to Josh Lucy.
Some more.
Scotland held him up, but then Lucy had the strength to get to ground. Again, England with plenty of forwards out there. Martin Corrie, the captain. Still England. Mark Cueto in midfield, the first breach of a tackle.
No, he's okay. Stay on side.
It's slow ball low for Hodgson. Lucy, great tackle, Di Rollo. Thompson finds himself on the wing. That's a good tackle by little Chris Patterson on big Steve Thompson.
Hands off to the leash, Rock.
But England get the reward of a penalty.
We've got a Rock.
Andy Henderson penalised.
Well, patient play by England, but equally patient and solid defence from Scotland. England had several phases there, didn't really make any progress, but now they're going for it. Catch and drive, I would think, trying to make their heavier pack grind into the Scots.
Alan Lewis
I'll make sure they stand.
played 100 games for Ireland as a cricketer, third most capped bloke in Irish whites. Now that England taking their time about this line out. How important is this in the context of the game? England 5 metres, 7 metres perhaps from the Scottish line. Scotland didn't compete, they know the drive is coming. The white shirts gather around the ball, Scottish players on the floor. It's a penalty to England. They still try to come through the middle. Ellis now feeds the backs. Hodgson, Ben Cohen. That close.
Another one.
They'll go back for the penalty.
Don't. Number one. You just listen to the whistle.
Little warning to Andrew Sheridan there from
the penalty
Alan
is over
Lewis.
here for coming in the side. No advantage. Penalty to England, coming in the side.
Well, Scotland did that line out. They moved their back defensive pod very, very early, and England had an easy jump in the middle. Scotland bringing the thing down by coming in from the side. I think they'll probably go for the penalty here. Ben Cohen very nearly using his bulk and power to get over, and I think it was important that Scotland didn't concede a try early on there, especially in that sort of way to the England forwards. And if it turns out that Charlie Hodgson kicks this for 3-all, I don't think Scotland will be too unhappy, and conversely England, well, they will want to just register the first points.
He just came in, come in the side.
Bright start by Scotland, but they've been on the back foot. And England will be keen to get some points after that pressure.
On the goal line.
It's all square at Murrayfield. 3-all.
Straight through the middle from Charlie Hodgson. He's
given another ball.
Continually growing in confidence, bossing games, and that will obviously assist his confidence.
Martin Corrie waits under the restart.
Roll away, hands off, Ace! Roll away, move away.
Scotland penalised. Alistair Kellock, the tall 6'8" second row. Scotland already having to make more tackles, England making more passes.
I would think early on England will look for a series of drives from set plays just to try and put one over and to make the point that they are going to be dominant up front.
Line out over.
Lewis Moody wins ball for England at the line out. Looked a bit forward the pass, but England play on. Corrie had to slow up. Here's Andrew Sheridan, the strongest of the England front five. Danny Grucock not far behind the prop. Hodgson, change of tactic, just testing Sean Lamont. That's well taken by the Northampton wing. Good offload to Dirollo. Dirollo tackled by Sheridan. Southwell. That's well controlled by Charlie Hodgson. Support from Josh Lucy. Good run by the fullback. Back to Hodgson. Was Hodgson checked?
Yes, he was.
Lamont is back. Just hear what the referee has to say here.
You can have the 22, or do you want to scrum here? You can have the 22, and you can have a scrum here.
Wow.
Are you shaking your head?
Well, let's have a look. Well, that's quite blatant to me.
Make sure to be behind.
Surely.
Yeah, late. Dan Parks instead will just take the 22 dropout. I think Scotland have just got the advantage of the wind. It's blowing more across the field towards us than down it. That's not the best kick that Mark Cueto's ever made.
Now let's see here. Scotland so effective previously in the line-out. A lot of their drives have come from this particular phase. Straight in, and they're going for it again.
England have nudged Scotland back.
Go back, don't touch him, 5!
And England are still going forward here. Scotland need to spin the ball away. It's a patient build-up. Mike Blair goes in for it. Here's Scotland's high kick. Henderson chases. Ben Cohen for England. Hodgson. Mark Cueto outside. Shrugs off Marcus Dirollo. Knock on in the midfield.
No advantage going to come. Knock
Jamie
forward
Noon.
over here. Let's go.
Well, England
No
showing that
advantage.
they're more capable and, in fact, want to keep the ball in hand at the moment, but not quite making the inroads that I think they expected.
Your scrum. Wait, stay up, stay up. White ball,
So
no
pretty
advantage from the original lock
even
on.
down there, except for the second row. Danny
up,
Grucock
stand
and
up.
Steve Borthwick. Huge experience
One.
against Alistair Kellogg
Crouching
and
hold.
Scott McLeod.
Engage.
No Scotland player over the age of 30. There are a few in the England team.
Stay. Okay.
Straight down the middle of the park. Hugo Southwell.
Well, the net gain of that is, well, it's an England throw, but it wasn't England putting. They've made about 15 yards.
Okay, don't make a big fuss about it.
Kind of thinking that England early, they do need to drive at the Scots forwards because
Hurry up with the call.
very
Hurry
quick
up.
across the ground.
No.
Need to take some energy out, but more importantly, need to create space for the backs in which to work. And Josh Lucy has already shown himself quite capable of cutting loose.
Borthwick the provider. And again, England hit the midfield hard.
That's okay.
Joe Worsley. Good run by the blindside flanker.
Number 4, straight in the side.
But it's Steve Borthwick who's been penalised.
Just calm down. Just Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Three white. Unnecessary use of the boot as the Scottish player was lying away from the ball. It's over here.
Oh no,
Stuart Dickinson
You have a penalty
for
over there.
Australia.
4 blue against 3 white.
And it's Julian White who's going to be
Just tell me
penalised for
whereabouts
some
the penalty is, 'cause it's more
stamping.
Beyond the RBS?
No, back inside, just on the 10-metre line.
3.
Jerry.
Just stay there.
Unnecessary use of the boot over here. I don't want it. Okay?
Here we are. Penalties over here. Here.
Unnecessary use of the boot.
Scotland will move out of their own half.
Hey, back 10, back 10, back 10, back 10.
Dan Parks. Jerry.
Yeah, England are off the game plan that we've seen for the last 2 games. They're spreading the ball around a bit, and it's a bit alien to them. And I think that's why we're seeing a few mistakes, a few knock-ons. Do what they do best: set piece, nice and strong, bring Tyndall and Noon down through the middle. We've seen Tyndall run at Parks once. Just like to see it a few more times.
Scotland throw, England challenge. Ellis comes away with the ball. Lewis Moody now. Again, it's that
Release.
thrust into
It's okay,
midfield.
he's allowed release.
Hodgson, Cohen outside. That's fantastic
Go away,
tackling.
six.
Jason White. Really good
Stay on.
tackle. Oh, here goes Julian White.
And release him, roll away 5. Don't come in the side. Come on, come on. Not held.
England happy to go to the front 5. That was Andrew Sheridan on the charge. Corrie switches with Cueto.
Hands off! Scotland!
Stay on.
Ellis digs it out with his boot. Hodgson. That's easy enough for Hugo Southwell until that moment. Recovered well. Well trapped. Charlie Hodgson again. Oh, he's on his own now.
Rock, hands off! It's okay.
England have retrieved that ball somehow.
The problem is, though, Harry Ellis had to dig into there himself, so no way to feed out.
But they always have the advantage of being able
Hands
to
off, Rock!
go around the fringes. And here they go again.
Release!
Or rather not. Again, England penalised for holding onto the ball.
While England are choosing to pick and drive, and whilst that's been slightly effective in the sense that they're making 2 or 3 yards each time, I can't help thinking they'd be better off keeping the ball up in the air, getting them back together and driving the ball with it up, rather than just picking and going and drawing more of the Scots forwards in, because they're coping with this.
There's Hugo Southwell,
Right there, Stuart.
not his finest moment.
Hold him.
No, he's got
Hold
a
him.
decent pair of gloves on,
Just
hasn't
move
he?
off the space.
Oh, a nutmeg, but he recovered well from that.
Scotland go long again and England pick off another Scottish throw.
And roll away. Stay on.
So Scotland going for the adventurous throw, and it hasn't worked, and this is what comes back at them. Oh, Mike Blair had to let it bounce, and now suddenly the white shirts surge forward. That's a very good tackle by Sean Lamont on Steve Thompson. The power of the English forwards, though. Good Scottish defence by way of retaliation.
Forward. Too many bodies. Who?
And the rain has started to come down now. Not too clear on the camera, but I can promise you it's starting to sheet.
England put in. Went
And it
forward.
seems to me the wind is swirling it all over the place as well. Conditions getting more difficult.
Engage.
All square as we approach the end of the first quarter. Ellis to Hodgson. Jamie Noon. Good offload to Lewis Moody. And England are penalised again.
You've gone straight in the side. You've got to come around the gate. Number 13. straight in the side. You've got to come around the gate.
Well, Lewis Moody
Come on.
doing what a good open side flanker should, and always being available for the inside ball. Fortunately for England, Noon pinged for going in the side.
I think the penalty is sufficient.
I think the best
Scotland
where you're coming
are up